Hi, I'm Lauren, your Ausha expert. I wanted to give you a quick overview of the PSO control panel. PSO stands for Podcast Search Optimization, and it's a tool that allows you to boost your podcast visibility using targeted keywords. So I wanted to show you the overview panel first, which here you'll find a few key metrics. These show you which keywords are performing well, which have the most progress, and as well any downward trends. You'll see as well a visibility score and visibility history, which are kind of like a pulse check on how discoverable your podcast is. Lastly, down here, you'll see the top 3, top 20, and top 100. Basically, these are the number of keywords where your podcast is ranked either in the top 3, top 20, or top 100 results. These are in the past 7 days. So you can see you can track it over time. And you'll have your average ranking on both Spotify and Apple Podcasts down here. Now let's go on to tracking. And here you'll get into the more granular keyword tracking for each individual keyword that's being used. So here you have podcast promotion tips. You'll see where it ranks. You'll see how it's changed, the search volume, the difficulty, and metadata, which is showing where the keyword appears in your podcast content. So the search volume is basically showing how popular a keyword is. Difficulty is how much competition it has. And you can look through different countries. So we have United States or Canada, but you can edit those countries as you wish. Next, on the keyword ranking, you'll be able to see, based on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, which keywords are ranking highest, and the search volume and difficulty for each of those platforms specifically. On to the competitors. You'll be able to see which podcasts are sort of your peers and which ones are in competition for different keywords. You can do this as well based on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and search within your country of choice. Lastly, the live search is really interesting because this kind of helps you add podcast keywords that maybe you hadn't thought of before, but you'll see maybe we're searching for something kind of outside of this is a business podcast, but maybe we're looking up psychology. And then you'll be able to see which podcasts are ranking for that subject. Lastly, here are the keywords that you have probably already selected if you've set up PSO correctly. And I wanted to show you one last thing, which is the content of your podcast. Each one where you can go in and you can see on your PSO checker how well your descriptions and how well your titles are performing. So this one has medium, and you'll get recommendations on which keywords that you might want to include to help boost your visibility. So I hope this explains how the PSO control panel works. Happy podcasting!